Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a UU match, and right out of the gate you can tell something's kind of wrong because he's got a Sun team with two Pokemon that are not allowed in UU. Um, but, I really didn't care. I just wanted a battle, so I was okay with it. Um, but yeah, this is against the guy from the Wi-Fi Battle Finder, Spartamadness. And yeah, I'm thinking he's going to lead with Vulpix. Or really anything. I mean, I'm just going to lead with my Jolteon. He's Specs, he has Volt Switch, and I'm just going to go for it and go from there. So, yep, just going to go ahead and lead with Jolteon, and I kind of considered going for the Thunderbolt here because I know Vulpix is very fragile and it might OHKO, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't because I didn't want his Kyurem to come in and just take those hits all day long. Yes, I am Specs. Yes, I do have a good special attack and maxed EVs, but it's still Dragon type and it still does have, base 125 HP and 90 defenses. So I did not want to be playing around with that. So I'm going to switch to my Melodic because it's going to wall basically his entire team. The only problem is that Scald is in the sun and is really not going to do all that much damage. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm okay. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Dragon Tail just in case he wanted to switch. Because he did just overheat, and even if he has Solar Beam or anything like that, it's not going to do any damage. The other problem on this team is that I didn't bring Stealth Rocks. I always seem to have that problem. I always bring a team that is missing one aspect, but I'm like, I'll be fine without it. And then turns out I face a Sun team without rocks or something like that, right? It's like, oh my god, if I had rocks, this battle would have been so much easier, especially since he has nothing resembling a Spitter. So his Escavalier is going to come in here, and I am going to throw off a Scald, and it's going to get a first turn burn, which is actually really nice. I was actually thinking, hey, maybe the Sun Scald should have like a higher chance to burn because it's hotter, because the sun is blaring down. I mean, the same thing could go for Discharge in the rain. It's easier to paralyze because there's a lot more conductivity because of all the moisture in the air. Well, not specifically the moisture, more so the minerals in the moisture. Anyways, enough of that. So yeah, he's gonna start going for Swords Dances, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I have Dragon Tail. I'm pretty sure you know that because I just used it on your Vulpix. So not really sure why he did that. But Kyurem's gonna get dragged out, and it's funny because his name is finally used, yet he is been used a lot and no longer allowed to be used except in OU, and the guy I'm battling didn't know that, but he actually argued with me. He's like, no, borderlines can be used in UU, and I'm like, well then what's the point of borderline? Just call them UU. No, they're not allowed. And Vulpix is in limbo because it should be BL, but there's no point in using it in OU because Ninetales is better, like flat out better, regardless, just better. So his Victini's gonna come in. I really don't want to take a Fusion Bolt from a Choice Banded Victini, so I'm gonna switch out to my Clefable just to kind of fodder it out. Although I was sort of expecting him to go to Fusion Bolt, as I said, and then potentially live it. But it turns out he's actually a Trick Room Life Orb set with, well, obviously V-Create, which means his team is Trick Room, which explains why he has an Escavalier on a Sun team, because, like, with the Sun up, he's going to be taking ridiculously high amounts of damage from any fire attack. Like, I'm pretty sure a freaking, like, Chimchar could use an Ember, and that would kill him in the Sun. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to my Honchkrow because I have Sucker Punch, and he obviously knows that. Unfortunately, I'm thinking I might be slower because I'm pretty sure these things get decent speed, but of course he's gonna have minimum speed and I have max speed, so that's not gonna work out. I should have went for the Sucker Punch again, but it wouldn't have killed anyways. So I'm gonna go to Shaman, just protect, because he has a Sun team and he has a Braviary, and a physical wall is not going to be able to take Brave Birds or the Recreates from Victini. So I try to stall out the Trick Room, and that's what happens. And then I try and get a Leech Seed off, and it doesn't happen because I miss. And I'm just like, well, shit. I should have just went for the Seed Flare. Probably would have done enough to kill him, but that's not a big deal. I'm going to go to my Darmanitan, and I am going to go for the Rock Slide, and that is going to take him out very easily because there's obviously no chance of him having any kind of defenses or anything like that. Now, his Crest is going to come in. I know I can't OHKO it, even though I'm in the sun. If it's max defense, I can't kill it with Flare Blitz. So I'm just going to U-turn. And I'm going to go back to my Melodic because there's really nothing he can do. I'm figuring he's probably going to have screens and Trick Room just for Victini. And he does have screens and Trick Room. Well, he has Light Screen, not Reflect. But he probably also has like Moonlight and like Psychic or Ice Beam or something like that. Whatever. So there's the Light Screen. I am just going to go for the rest here. Just get my Melodic's HP up. Because now knowing that he's not Choice Banded, I know I can live his Fusion Bolts. And I could actually live 2 of them, just barely, but I can live them, and that'll be great. Which is also why I didn't think to keep Shaman, because it's like I don't need it at all. Yes, it can resist the Fusion Bolt, but that's not a big deal. So I'm going to Sleep Talk Scald, and in the sun with the Light Screen up, and he probably has max HP. That's going to do like nothing. But yeah, so he goes for the Fusion Bolt. Here you see it's not even going to do half because I am max HP, max defense with Marvel Scale. So I'm going to say Wonder Scale, which is like non-existent. It's Wonder Guard. And if I had Wonder Guard, that'd be hilarious. But it's Marvel Scale, and I'm going to Sleep Talk Scald again. And again, it's going to do very little. I kind of wanted the Dragon Tail, to be completely honest, because at this point, now that his Cresselia has prior damage on it, I can basically kill his entire team with Darmanitan. All I need to happen is Trick Room to be out and Melodic to die. So that's basically all I'm doing. I'm just stalling out Trick Room and letting Melodic die. I could have went for the rest here, but basically his Trick Room is running out, and I, like I said, want my Melodic to die. So that I can just come in with Darmanitan and he will literally kill everything. Literally kill everything. So that's the plan. Skull to a Vulpix won't even kill it. Like, look how little damage that did. So that's kind of laughable. I mean, I know I have no special attack investment, but it's still stab super effective. And I have like base 100 special attack or something like that. And it is a Vulpix. I'm pretty sure it's like special defense is like 50 or something like that. Whatever. I'm going to go for the rest again because I don't want him to switch into something and set up the Trick Room again. But he's actually going to roar me out. Unfortunately, he's going to roar me out to my Jolteon and not my Darmanitan. If he roared me out to Darmanitan, that would be hilarious because I would have just swept him. I would have just swept him. Like, there's nothing he can do about it because I can OHKO everything he has at this point. The closest thing would be his Kyurem, but I'm thinking that considering he used Outrage, he's going to be max attack with max special attack, because he's probably mixed, because Kyurem's only other physical attacks are like Dragon Claw and Dragon Tail, and there's no point in having those with Outrage. And he has Life Orb, and if he was like pure physical, he'd probably be Choice Banded. I don't know. But yeah, so he's going to get, go into Crest again just to set up the Trick Room and the Light Screen again, because obviously Melodic is doing so much damage with Scald. I don't really see the point, but I was actually thinking here, I'm like, please do not get Dragon Tail, because if I got Dragon Tail, that would actually be bad because he'd get switched into exactly what he wanted. But nope, he's gonna go into Victini, and I am gonna wake up and I'm gonna Dragon Tail him right back out again. I'm just trying to stall out Trick Room. And again, I'm just, getting little bits of damage on everything. If I can get a burn on Victini, that'd be great. But that doesn't happen. And he actually was all like, oh, I gotta go. Which I didn't really believe because, the battle was like 5 minutes from being over. So, whatever. So, I figured since I played well and he is using a team that he's sort of not supposed to be using, but I did still do good against it. Considering both Sun and Kyurem were considered too strong for UU. I am going to show you here that, as you can see, damage calc speak, I can kill everything on his team. His Kyurem was under 90% health. He took Life Orb Recoil, and he took a Dragon Tail, which would have done a little bit, but not much. So there was a very good chance that that would kill. He was probably around 85%. So yeah, there's like a what 80-90% chance that would KO. And then of course Victini gets killed with Earthquake. Yes, I have Earthquake instead of Superpower because Superpower is only really useful against Heatran and Tyranitar. So I don't really need Superpower. Plus, it's the same power against Fire types as Rock Slide, but Rock Slide can miss, and Earthquake is just in general a better move. It also hits other like certain Fire types. What are ones that I can think of? Nothing at the moment, but that's irregardless. Whatever. I have Earthquake, and then of course, as you can tell, Flare Blitz will definitely kill Crest because it's around half health after that U-turn, and yeah, Flare Blitz Escavalier is gonna like absolutely destroy it. And since my Darmanitan only was taking one Life Orb recoil, he is only gonna take around at most 200. Not even 200 from Crest's hit, because it's only half the damage it actually does, and he was at like half health, so it's only going to do about 100 to myself, and Darmanitan's HP is like 340 or something, and then Escavalier, that doesn't matter because I still have Jolteon left, and I know he's going to be faster than all of them because it's a Trick Room team, and yes, Kyurem can speed tie, but as I said, he's probably not going to have max speed. He's actually probably going to have minimum speed, and obviously Escavalier can't outspeed me, and Victini can't outspeed me because it's a Trick Room V Creator, so it's going to have minimum speed, probably Brave. Anyways, so, yep, as I'm just sort of kind of pointing out that basically the battle was over and I won it. I just needed the actual turns to do that, and he just kind of left. So I figured I'd show you all guys this because it was actually a pretty cool match. Like I said, I feel I handled myself pretty well without having Stealth Rocks and facing a banned weather in UU. But I'll stop rambling. I've been going on for long enough, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.